Alright, let's talk about something that's probably lurking in your kitchen right now, artificial sweeteners. You know, those little packets and drops with names like aspartame, sucralose, or stevia. They promise all the sweetness of sugar with none of the calories. Sounds like a win, right? But here's where things get interesting. How do these sugar substitutes actually work? And are they really as safe or as sweet as they seem? So, artificial sweeteners trick your taste buds. They're way sweeter than regular sugar. Even a tiny bit can light up your brains. This is delicious center. But your body either doesn't digest them or digests them differently, so you don't get those calories. That's why they show up in diet sodas, sugar-free gum, and even yogurt. Now, you've probably heard rumors. Maybe someone told you that artificial sweeteners are dangerous, or that they cause cancer. So, what's the truth? Here's where science steps in. Decades of research, seriously, decades, have looked into this, especially with aspartame and sucralose. The vast majority of studies show that, for most people, these sweeteners are safe in typical amounts. The big health organizations, the FDA, the European Food Safety Authority, the World Health Organization, they've all approved these sweeteners. But, and there's always a but, right? Some people do have sensitivities. For example, folks with phenylketonuria, or PKU, need to avoid aspartame because their bodies can't process part of it. And some recent studies suggest that for certain people, artificial sweeteners might mess with gut bacteria or blood sugar responses. But the jury's still out on how big of a deal this is. What about weight loss? That's the million-dollar question. Cutting out sugar does mean fewer calories, but swapping to artificial sweeteners doesn't always lead to weight loss for everyone. Some people end up craving more sweets or eating more later. Maybe you've noticed this yourself? So, what's the bottom line? Artificial sweeteners aren't a magic bullet, but they're not the villain of the story either. If you like the taste and you're not guzzling gallons of diet soda every day, you're probably fine. Just pay attention to your body and how you feel. Curious to know what sweetener is in your favorite drink? Check the label next time. And let me know in the comments if you spot something surprising. Thanks for watching. If you learned something new, hit that like button and subscribe for more science stories that cut through the noise. See you next time.